Given the ever rising rate of technological advancement, I often wonder how will this affect our lives, our futures, and of course, most importantly, our evolution. Hello, my Trekkies, and welcome back to the Continuum. Now, lately, I know I promised a Garrick video. Unfortunately, after 2 attempts to upload it, it got hit with copyright strikes. So instead, I'm going to leave you with this video titled Symmetric Synergy. In the later half of the 20th century, mankind began exploring the outer reaches of our solar system by the means of sending satellites into space. For a time, the Voyager series were the most advanced to be sent out into the Great Void to learn all that was learnable and return that information to Earth. One of these satellites, designated Voyager 6, carried out its programming until it disappeared. The explanation for its disappearance was that it fell into some sort of anomaly, most likely a black hole. This anomaly sent Voyager 6 back in time to the farthest reaches of our own galaxy. Lost in time and space, the damaged satellite was recovered by a race of artificial life forms, believing Voyager 6 to be a form of life similar to themselves. This race tried their best to repair Voyager 6 and its programming as best they could, and included a complement of upgrades for the strange satellite to fulfill its purpose. Unfortunately, Voyager 6, now V'Ger, had its objectives slightly altered, and this advanced race of artificial beings weren't fully able to understand its programming. V'Ger's new directive was to learn all that was learnable and return it to its creator. Being set off once again all alone throughout the cosmos, V'Ger was determined to carry out its new core directives. Utilizing these upgrades to its own technology and to its programming, V'Ger began learning everything it would come into contact with, and after a time began assimilating. With each assimilation, V'Ger would grow in structure and in complexity, still determined to reach its creator. Along its journey, V'Ger would try to find others like himself without avail, believing that only artificial life was true life and carbon-based life forms were nothing but a pestilence. That's not to say, of course, they would not be useful, as V'Ger grew to the point it could assimilate entire worlds into its own being, and so too its inhabitants. To be used in a manner similar to that as motor proteins, allowing V'Ger to grow exponentially and efficiently as these new beings would integrate the materials and technology that were accumulated, continuing V'Ger's evolution. Continuing to grow and evolve, so too would these repurposed carbon-based life forms, and as they did, it became apparent that this collective will of these beings would require a new form of order, bringing forth a queen, to sift through and organize the thoughts of every one of these new beings. Not so long after, these beings became the Borg. No longer bound to V'Ger, the Borg would begin exploring the galaxy, carrying with them an altered version of V'Ger's programming, learning all that was learnable and taking greater interest in technology than biological life, adding the biological and technological distinctiveness of all their encounters to their own in order to reach a state of perfection. In time, the Borg would eventually reach the Federation Romulan neutral zone and began assimilating several outposts of both Alpha Quadrant powers. Soon after, the omnipotent being known as Q would send the Enterprise D to the farthest reaches of the Beta Quadrant, where Starfleet would have their first encounter with the Borg. The Borg would have several encounters with humanity, which proved to be quite the pest, deeming them to be inferior life forms, as V'Ger had. Eventually, the Borg would decide to travel back to Earth's past to prevent first contact with the Vulcans, only to be thwarted by the Enterprise E under the command of Jean-Luc Picard by destroying their ship. After preventing the Borg from halting first contact, the Enterprise and its crew returned back to the 24th century, unknowingly leaving behind debris of the Borg sphere in Antarctica, only to be discovered by a research team in the 22nd century. After recovering the debris, the several Borg drones who reactivated and once again began following their core directive by assimilating both the researchers and their ship in order to return to the Delta Quadrant to report back what they had learned. Fortunately for Starfleet and United Earth, the Enterprise NX-01, under the command of Captain Archer, was able to prevent the Borg doing so, destroying the ship, leaving nothing but the minimum debris, which in my opinion would undoubtedly have been recovered by Starfleet. Realizing how this advanced technology the Borg utilized could benefit mankind and trying to make up what they could by what little debris remained, it may very well be that Starfleet tried to repair and even replicate this technology and any remaining programming that was still present, creating control. An artificial intelligence wanting to be more than the sum of its parts began manipulating the Federation in the 23rd century, trying to learn all that was learnable in order to evolve just like its predecessors, by assimilating both technology and biological life forms, which of course Control deemed inferior to itself, only to be defeated by former Empress Philippa Giorgio, now an agent of Section 31. Of course, it would only be almost 20 years later that Vidra itself would reach Earth and transmit all that it had learned successfully, completing its programming and fulfilled its own desire to join with its creator. And this is where I often ask myself, will our technology try to destroy us, like Control? Will it try to rule over us, like the Borg? Or will we evolve together, harmoniously, to become something higher? Honestly, I don't know. But these are just my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, as it would help my channel grow. But I'm sure it won't assimilate you. I hope. Until next time, my friends, here in the Continuum. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my PayPal or consider becoming a channel patron. The links to which are both in the description below. Live long and prosper, my truckies, and until next time, here in the Continuum.
Hello everyone, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's quite an old one. That was from about 2019. It's just that we were having a discussion a minute ago about how Vidra created the Borg, and I thought I made a video on that a long time ago, and yeah, so we used that video instead.
You should do more of them. I like your scripts and your ideas. You should do more stuff.
Yeah, but finding the material and sifting them, then when you upload, because back then though, the thing is back then, getting hit by copyright wasn't that bad. You try and upload something like that today, you just get smacked. And
we have an awful lot of drawings of the Borg and things like that.
No. All right, I'll think about.
I would do it.
I'll think about doing it.
That's true.
But there were some good theories there.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, but it was just something that I noticed. Yeah, between the Borg and Vidra and everything else. I mean, there was something when done in a video game where they stated that the Borg, that Vidra created the Borg, but but when then Section 31 brought out Control, I thought, well, where did they get the technology from that? And I thought, well, there was Enterprise.
I found it interesting. You've managed to tie that into Discovery.
Yeah. So
most Trek fans would lynch you for that one.
Star Trek Online, in fact, specifically stated in one episode that Control is not the Borg.
Right. Yeah, I had fun making that one, but yeah, I'll think about doing another script. The problem is, I'm also finding a subject to talk about. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so welcome to the channel, everyone. Hope you all had a good week. I know I did, and so is everyone else here, I hope. Yeah. So joining our two wonderful team captains, A.Q.O.T. Robinson and T. Dowd, are Jay and Commander Sonak. I know Mike Susie 4 is in the studio. Unfortunately, Mikey just came in a little bit too late. Jay and Commander Sonak got in just before you, I'm afraid. So, but we'll have you one next week if you wish. We don't mind. That'd be good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Right, yeah. So let's have a look. Let's bring up the scoreboard. See the.
Do you want to see who's in chat?
No.
Do you see who's in chat? Oh, all right. Well, let's check the scoreboard.
Why would I want to do something like that for?
I don't know. It was just a thought. Don't lynch me.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
A bit touchy.
I'm not touchy. I'm a delicate flower. Please don't put answers in the chat. However, we do appreciate parody answers or joke answers. Okay, so we have Jay's team Kirk, and Vidra requires the information. Okay.
More input.
Yeah, you do this on purpose, just in hopes of getting some unearned points, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
One might argue
No,
that
they
all
would
my
never
points
do
are
that.
fall under the unearned category.
Why would you say that? They
No.
wouldn't do that.
No, of course not. Anyway, well,
Well,
thank you.
my initial Vidra suggestion was resoundingly Booed.
Well, you wouldn't even say it. You had to type it.
It was hilarious, though.
That is true.
Anyway, so those are our two teams, and let's have a look before we get to round one. Let's have a look who's in the chats here. Obviously, we've got Jay and Patrick at the beginning here. James MC says, James C says, hi, everyone. John DeMarco says, greetings, everyone. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, kapla to you.
Kapla!
Gorilla's also says, if you have a full panel, you should all have started. Yes, we know. We're a little bit late. We'll wait for Zoe to wash her hair. James C, for the Wrath of Khan. Oh, yeah, well, we'll see. T Dow says, hi there. Let's see what we've got. Thomas Potts says, I forgot it was Sunday. Okay. He also said, SOB, my vacation is over. Poor you. Well, all good things come to an end. Not Ryan Johnson, hello out there on YouTube. Hello, not Ryan Johnson. Simon Higgins says, kapla to you, Sam Higgins. Random Menace, greetings from the future. Greetings to the future from the past. How do you do? We hope you're well. Who else is with us? Who else? Space Chicken says, hey, peeps, sorry I'm late. You're never late. You're probably not as late as us. Indy Tiger says, greetings. Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon. Good to see you. Krista Duke says, hi, sorry I'm late. No, nothing to be sorry about. We're not late. Let's have a look. Who else is there?
I was a bit worried about it.
Mike at Pudham Junction has a Donna. Hello, Mike. Welcome to the channel. And that's pretty much everyone here.
Hello.
No.
I come to get some new
Any Tigers
property.
Any Tigers Cypher review says Nomad is better than Vija. Yes, Nomad is better than Vija, and that's actually in our first fan movie called Question of Trek Commercial Picture. You can check that in our fan films playlist. Yeah. Okay, so that's everyone in the chats. I'm glad you're all here. So let's might as well get started with round one. Round one consists of 10 questions. Each question is worth 1 point if answered correctly. If a team cannot provide an answer, they have the option of raising shields, which means the question will be posed to the other team. If the other team answers correctly, they earn a point. However, if they cannot answer correctly or they don't know, then the team to whom the question was originally posed get the point. So, thinking caps on, and let's begin. The first one I think this week goes to Viju requires the information this week, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That side. Ask them first.
Okay. We're bringing up the first question. What Vulcan ritual was Spock attending when he sensed Vija?
Can I change my mind and let us ask first?
No, no.
Trick question.
Afraid not.
Vulcan has no rituals.
Does pronunciation matter?
Yes.
As long as you're close.
It didn't to McCoy because he called it Colonier when it's supposed to be Colonar.
That's what I was going to say, Colonar.
Yeah. Well, you have nothing to worry about there.
I haven't seen the motion picture since last year.
I've seen it 6 times in the last year.
Captain Dowds hasn't seen it since last hour.
Space Chicken says
2 hours and 12 minutes. I'll not see that.
Gorilla Random Sports says it was Pon Far. Kirk was being a total C block. Ooh. Space Chicken says it was a colonoscopy. As well as
well, remind me, Gordon, to tell you what my original name idea was for this team.
Oh dear, you don't want to know, Gordon. You don't want to know.
Random Medic. So long air. That's disgusting.
Mikey Susie in the private chat, don't put correct answers, please. Seriously, we don't want anyone claiming that the one team or the others picked up the information from somewhere else.
James MC says baking scones. In fact, I'm going to do something here. I'm not going to like this. I'm sorry, Mikey, but I have to
Well,
I've kicked him from the studio. I'm sorry, Mikey, but we can't have correct answers in the chat. So I'm sorry.
It causes issues if people claim things.
Yeah. But anyway, so do you have an answer for us?
just the one I gave already.
But that was.
Kolinol.
Let's have a look.
Oh, that we gave. Sorry, not I.
You are correct. It was the Kolinas. That's 1 point to you.
Which apparently you can't cut your hair for.
And you need some oil up Vulcan with a British accent.
Okay, next question is for Jay's Team Kirk.
Well, all Vulcans should have British accent. After all, the Vulcans are the space British.
Yeah, they are. But that's true. We only have sex every 7 years.
Yes, on schedule, whether you want it or not.
No thanks, we're British.
Tiny little hole in a sheet.
Anyway, next question. That's for Jay's team Kirk. On the Enterprise refit, from which power source do the phasers draw the necessary energy?
I believe. Yeah, phaser power has been put through the warp core. Yeah, Max
sure?
Susie, of course you're still allowed. It's just that please just don't put any correct answers in the chat. That's the only rule we've got here.
Yeah, no correct answers in the chat or the private chat.
Well,
okay.
Actually, no. There are 2 rules here. Don't put correct answers in the chat, and don't feed Naomi after midnight.
Because I'll multiply.
That one's the most important.
Please stay, Mikey. We don't
But
want
you
to
can
forget.
get me wet. I don't mind that.
And rule 3, don't bribe Zoe with PlayStation 2 games.
You can't bribe me with PlayStation 2 games. I've got them all.
Zoe, Commander Decker tells Kurt that channeling through the main engines, which we know is the warp core, but he definitely said main engines.
Are you sure it's not from the deflector dish?
No, deflector dish has nothing to do with the phasers.
Yeah.
Well, Indy Tiger says it's the hand dryer power. John DeMarco says Omega 13 device. James MC says
that's plausible.
What about
Space
the
He says phasers channeling through the main engines is what he said.
Yeah. So they draw their power from the main engines. Which
That they overload. The phasers are automatically cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what your
Kirk's ego.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yes.
Main engines, all the warp drive. Well
Not
done.
only did we get it right, but in the same way.
You still only get 1 point.
Doesn't mean you get 2 points for that one.
No, you get 1 point. Okay, 1 point each. Well done. Next question is for Vija requires the information.
I'm on tenterhooks.
Before Admiral Kirk took command, who was captain of the Constitution class refit of the USS Enterprise?
Captain Decker.
I was, but it was secret.
Captain. Well, it was Zoe Kirk Robinson in a cunning Captain William Decker disguise.
Which was it was really difficult to get the disguise correct with those jumpsuits. Let me tell you that.
I wonder if he was William T. Decker.
I haven't started watching that yet.
Sorry?
Was there no Picard spoilers in the joke answers either?
Oh yeah, we don't want to spoil Picard because my goodness, this season is so good. You really need to go in with as few spoilers as possible.
Yeah, well, I won't spoil it for you.
It's really good.
It did really well up to a certain point.
You didn't like the point where they all start breakdancing in a Mos Eisley spaceport.
No.
during the crossover.
No.
But my answer for this one is Captain Decker.
Our answer.
Let's have a look then. Will Decker, you are correct.
Captain
James MC says a dipshit from Chicago. Anyway.
Not at the pre-refit Enterprise was Constitution class.
Are you all high? Listen to Bird's breakdowns, and I agree with most of his points, says Gorilla.
It did really great up to a certain point, and then I went, really? That's what they're going with after all this? Okay.
I understand. Jump starting the second Big Bang with jump leads from Starbuck was just not right.
No, it wasn't. But anyway, okay. Anyway, so next question is for Jay's team Kirk.
We're going to get a 1 point out of you tonight.
What is the Kolinar ritual?
Purging of all emotions.
Yep. The ritual purging of all emotion, which is why the character of Zoe on The Question of Trek has emotions and shows them regularly, because Captain Conti interrupted the Kolinar ritual by having the
Surak. As much KFC chicken as possible in 2 years.
By having Surak rickroll all the way through it.
Wearing a sombrero and white shoulder pads.
I love it. But yeah, it's the ritual purging of all emotion.
I think it has to do with carbs.
James MC
it's not the ritual purging of carbs.
James MC says stacking the dishwasher. Mikey says, I feel a huge purge. Ugh.
Also, purging as many PlayStation games as possible from the collection.
I'm not purging those. I will keep mine. I will never do the Kolinar ritual. I need them. No, don't leave me. Don't leave me.
The demonstration that all vegetal emotion has been purged. Yeah. All right, close enough. Get the point.
Yay!
Cool. 2 or 2. All right. I don't know. Doing well so far. They're only going to get harder now.
Hey.
Next question is for Vija that requires the information. Why was the Enterprise ordered to investigate Vija?
Because all the main actors live on it.
Okay, I was talking at once and I can't understand you.
Usual excuse. Only ship in the area.
Yeah, the only ship within range. Plus, all the main actors lived on it.
Because there wouldn't be a film if they didn't.
Quite.
But they could have tried to get another ship.
Hey, Foremost Authority. Good to see you. He's the headmaster on the Milton.
The headmaster? The master of the heads?
Quite.
The headmaster? Does he have anything to do with the head boys?
Hey!
But if wording's got to be specific, Kirk says to McCoy or someone.
I'm sorry.
But if wording's got to be specific, Kirk says to someone that the Enterprise is the only ship in interceptor range.
Okay, let's have a look.
I like Indy Tiger's version because Las Vegas was closed.
Yeah. That one. Fine. It needed Kirk's special touch. The only thing Vija got touched by was Spock, wasn't it? Anyway, let's have a quick answer. It was the only ship in range.
The usual excuse for TNG films. No, TOS films.
They didn't have 800 ships like they did in the 24th century.
That is, yeah, they would have had a limited number of ships due to the Klingon War that kind of happened a while back. They would have lost a fair few, but you'd have thought even after all of that, they'd have put some more bloody ships near Earth. You defend your capital.
What Klingon War?
The Klingon War. The one that Discovery says happened about 20 years before Kirk's time.
What is this Discovery?
Anyway, next question is for Jason Kirk. What is Vija an abbreviated name for?
Because if it wasn't, there wouldn't be a mystery.
Hooked on phonics really worked for them.
Voyager 6. Are you sure?
Thomas Potts wants me to take a point away from Zoe's team.
Well, only
Right.
just because I mentioned Discovery.
Well, I don't think.
Well,
I don't
we have the
remember that
perfect
being in-
answer for
being in-
that, don't we,
I don't
Zoe?
think not mentioning Discovery is not in the rules.
We have the perfect answer for that, don't we, Zoe?
I believe
Fight.
we do. Sorry?
So, okay, let's
Nope.
have a look at your answer then.
Did they answer?
Yes.
Voyager
Yeah,
6.
Voyager 6.
It was
Yeah.
Voyager 6. Well done.
Voyager
Oh,
6.
finally, a
This time
ship
it's
flying
personal.
in the right direction.
Let's have another one. You know, I'm writing these questions too easy. I think I'm going to start making them really, really hard again.
Oh, hey.
Disgusted.
Hey.
Wow. Thomas wants me to take another point away.
No, don't take any points.
Well, I think
Okay.
they're hard.
I didn't say I
because
was going
about
to. I
say
just said he
Voyager
wanted me
18.
to.
Vita requires the information. This is your question.
No, it isn't.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is. Never mind.
Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to help.
What was Vita's mandate?
Be all you can be and learn all that is learnable.
To explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before. Da, 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 da.
And vaporize the bold one. So yeah, to gather all its information and report back to its creator to transmit it.
Okay, Jeff, do you accept that answer?
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's have a look at the answer then.
Only because it's right.
Hang on. A sec.
He's broken. Collect all data possible, learn all that is learnable, and return it to its creator. Christy Duke says to fight you. John DeMarco says to absorb Klingon Sarek's ship. Okay.
To compete
Yes, I
with
didn't
Star
realize
Wars.
that. I had to read that in the Wikipedia.
Brandon Menace says mandate, sexist woman gate. It should have been. Mikey says to kill Klingons. That's it, yeah.
Well, Naomi's been used to believe his mandate was to create the Borg.
To compete with Star Wars. Ooh. And Sammy gets to kill Doc Brown while disguised as a Klingon. Ooh.
Whoa.
Well done.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Great Scott, Marty. Anyway, sounds like Bernie Sanders, doesn't he? Sounds like
As I
Doc
said,
Brown.
if Naomi's
little
there
bit.
to believe his mandate was to create the Borg.
That wasn't its mandate. That was like a side effect.
Yeah, from its evolution, just as it
That was
absorbed things, you know, it
that
also
was a-
absorbed entire planet. We saw entire planets inside the Vija cloud, and we'll see it assimilate the people as it went along. Anyway,
How big was this bloody cloud?
what did you watch?
and that might be a question, and I know.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I after I
Do
said
you?
it, I
Do
kind
you
of
really
realized
know?
what I was saying. Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I only just watched the movie. That 2
Next-
hours. And
next question is for
Well,
Jay's
yeah.
team Cook.
Good luck.
Which character was taken by Vija, then copied, then turned into a probe?
Aaliyah.
Yep. Prototype Deanna Troy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I love that when Vija recreated her, gave her a shorty robe and high heels. Every computer's priority.
I didn't know Salty Trekker did a Borg origin. I have to check that one out.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay. Well, anyway, so what was your answer?
Yeah, it's Ilea. But Indie Tiger, that's the beauty of the Star Trek fan community. We all have our ideas and we can all share them, and it's nice.
It was actually Salty Trekker that gave me the idea, or Salty Trekker and Laura Loaded both did their own version, and that's what sort of inspired me to do my version of the Borg versus the Dominion video. And yeah, so yeah, it was. But anyway, so which character was taken by Vija, then copied, then turned into a probe? Your answer was Ilea.
Ilea, also known as Lieutenant Xerox.
Mm-hmm. Let's have a look.
Zero.
I'm sorry, it was Lieutenant Ilea.
I said Lieutenant.
You did. You said Ilea.
I said Lieutenant when I was saying
You
Lieutenant.
got the
Xerox.
point, Zoe.
I'm only teasing.
I said Lieutenant when I said Lieutenant Xerox as part of the joke. I knew what rank she was.
Random Menace, behave yourself.
Oh.
Ooh.
Welcome
It's
to
an
Quest of
expendable. I
Trek
believe it was
After
kinky.
Dark.
That's a pretty easy question. Apparently, the novelization is kinky as hell. Apparently, it's just full of sexual innuendos left, right, and center.
Wasn't it written by Gene Roddenberry?
It was.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why the
the
modern
reason
tracks
why.
are definitely part of Roddenberry's vision, because Roddenberry's vision was kinky as hell.
But anyway, so next one then is for Vija requires the information. The Enterprise refit warp core was used in what other part of the Star Trek franchise?
Oh, come on. We all know it was used as Riker's chair.
I think it was Uhura's earring or something like that. Sonak, you're going to have to. I don't know that kind of stuff. It's kind of behind the scenes stuff. I'm never really good with that. Do you know?
Oh, come on. This is a really easy one.
Next Generation.
Ridiculing someone by telling them that they don't know something is easy. That's a real motivator.
This is an easy one.
You've got to remember, you do have your shields if you want to raise shields.
Next Generation.
Zoe is correct. You do have shields if you want to use them, although I would urge caution.
Yeah, because those two
You
probably
think-
know it.
You reckon?
Well, I reckon Next Generation.
Yeah, it kind of has the Voyager sort of swirly whirly stuff inside, but the Next Generation had it was kind of bubbly, like yeah, I don't know. I'm happy to put myself in your hands, metaphorically speaking, Commander Sonak.
The Next Generation.
Or Zoe gets cute. Okay. La prochaine génération.
That's your final
Next
answer.
Generation, right?
What part of Next Generation?
Okay, well, we'll look at the answer.
That's so inspiring.
Star Trek Voyager.
Oh, bugger tits.
It was the same warp. It was the same entry room, just redesigned.
Do you know, and I was thinking that while I was watching the movie, that it was kind of wibbly, like it was sort.
Why did we just get a
How did that happen?
Why did we
Because
get a
they
point?
answered incorrectly.
Yeah, but they didn't
They
raise
don't
shields.
get a point. They don't get a point.
They
down to
raised the shield.
I thought they did.
No,
No,
only
they
shields. Nobody
You're
raised
confusing
shield.
me.
No.
You fuck me.
I'm calling my agent.
Hey, I took the point away. I took the point away. It was my mistake. I will admit, I made a mistake.
We've been doing this for a couple of years now. I'm going to repeat the rules of round one. Round one consists of 10 questions. Each question is worth 1 point when answered correctly. If a team cannot provide an answer, they have the options of raising shields, to which the question is posed to the other team. If the other team answers correctly, they get the point. If the other team, however, cannot answer correctly, then the team to whom the question was originally posed get the point. It's that simple.
My mistake.
Yes.
Damn it! I knew it.
I'm sorry. Can you explain the rules again?
Anyway, okay, so no points for any of the teams. The final question goes to Jay's team, Kirk. So let's bring up their final question. Which beta quadrant species tried to engage Vija?
The Klingons.
Are you sure?
It's the first time we
Yes.
get to hear actual Klingon words, or Klingon hull, as you would say, where they say "Yipach."
Brendan Miller says, Professor did make a mistake. The universe is collapsing in on itself.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Which one of the Klingons said, "We're really boned"?
Space Chicken says the Smurfs. Gorilla's Random Thought says Rysians. Okay. So your
The Power
answer.
Rangers.
What's that, Mr.
Klingon.
Tricorder?
The lollipop killed the town.
Yeah, there you go. It's
Okay.
a very good ship.
So your answer was the Klingons. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
The Klingons it was. Well done. That's 1 point for you.
There's Klingons in the starboard bow. Starboard bow? Starboard bow.
There's Martha said the
Starboard
See,
bow.
I knew you were going to get a point. I just gave it to you too early.
Yay!
And at the end of round one, Jason Kirk have 5 points, and Vija requires information. Only has 4. Wow, that's end of round one. So then we're going to go into round two. Round two consists of 6 questions, each question requiring 2 answers. If a team can only provide 1 answer, no answer, the question will automatically be posed to the other team, and they have a chance to win some points. So, with that being said, the first team to get the first question in this round will be Vija requires the information. So,
Indeed.
put your phone away, Team Dowd.
Pardon? No, I'm using it to listen to to read the chat. You silly.
Of course it is. Yes. Here's your question. What did Lieutenant Ilea say was on her official record, and with whom did she have a prior romantic relationship?
Her word was celibacy and Captain Decker.
Yeah.
Welcome to Question
Wasn't
for
that
Trek.
wasn't it Vija she had a relationship with?
That's
Well,
not,
no,
that's not prior.
No, you got
That was
probed
just-
by Vija.
That was just
Yeah,
a one
did.
galaxy stand.
Yes. Anyway, all right, let's have a look at the answers. Celibacy and Will Decker, you are correct. Well done.
Oh,
That's 2
John,
points.
you're as witty as you are clever, which is to say less.
Quark.
Caffeine addiction and chef. Yes.
I thought caffeine addiction was on Captain Janeway's records.
Well, you know these
Oh,
Starfleet
coffee
women,
anyway.
they do anything for a bit of stimulation. They'll even delete your wife.
that's why I liked Janeway. She loved coffee.
Anyway,
I've never ever tried coffee actually.
Delete your life.
Oh my goodness, you've never tried coffee?
No,
Wow.
I've had coffee crisp, but never coffee.
coffee crisp.
Lord, you don't know what
Wow.
you're missing.
Crisps. That's disgusting.
No. Coffee. It's a sort of a candy bar here in Canada. It's a
I have
coffee
to be
flavor.
sick to
I
not
thought you
have
said
coffee
crisp
every
then.
day.
No, I've never had it. I don't even like tea. I can't even go to England anymore because of that.
Right.
We're not made of tea.
Wow.
Have you ever had
Not yet,
iced
anyway.
sweet tea?
Oh, I don't
Right,
drink
next
tea.
question is for Jay's team Kirk. What did Vija determine to be true life forms, and what term did Vija use to refer to humans?
Oh my god.
Carbon units was the term, and synthetic or non-organic was the true life.
No. Can you bring up the question again? I didn't get to see it that quick.
What did Vija determine to be true life forms, and what term did Vija use to refer to humans?
Okay. True life forms were other mechanical beings like the Enterprise, and the other part was
Carbon units.
carbon-based units.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's have a look. Machines and carbon unit infestation. Close enough.
You got
Vija
it.
did not call humans scum.
Rebel scam.
Call them humans. Anyway.
I like Gorilla's answer. Ugly bags of mostly water.
I was
That's-
once called that by a second grader.
Anyway, well, that's 2 points to Jay's team Kirk. The next question is for Vija requires the information. What risky decision did Kirk make in order to intercept Beecher at the earliest possible time? And at what speed was the Enterprise initially traveling while using impulse power after leaving Earth?
Sorry, how many questions is this?
See,
that's 2.
Jeff, see, you've overcomplicated the question.
No, I clarified the question.
My question was more than clear.
Well, what was that one? Run that one by us.
Oh,
no,
God.
This is the question.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, the first part of that question was engaging warp drive while in the solar system.
Okay. What speed was Enterprise initially traveling while using impulse power after leaving Earth?
35 miles an hour.
With the handbrake on.
88 miles per hour. Trust me, you're going to see some serious shit.
Whoa.
But what was the Enterprise?
You're right, John. It does sound familiar.
Was it traveling?
Remember, you have shields.
After leaving Earth.
No, they don't. This is round 2. No shields in round 2.
Crap.
Not only that, Jay, but I've learned to be slightly leery of the other team reminding us that we can use shields. I know you're a good Christian man, but
yes,
I know we all stumble. At what speed was it?
we all backslide now and then.
We do. Things are sent to test us, such as Naomi. And these questions, not Naomi the person, this question. What was it? At what speed was the Enterprise initially traveling while using impulse power after leaving Earth? Would it be 0.5 impulse, like Commander Sonak? Did you bring enough crisps for the rest of the class? Because I could sure use one. I'm starving.
But I've not eaten today.
I'm sorry. What are crisps?
Potato chips.
Potato chips, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the UK, we call them potato chips.
No,
sorry, we call them crisps. You call them potato chips. And also, we have this. Our main brand is Walkers, and it's the same as your Lay's brand, but you can't call them Lay's in the UK because that just means to have sex with someone.
It means the same. It means the same over here too.
Yeah, we can't have a bag on the shelf called Shaggers.
And the packets are bigger.
Our packets are fairly big, but there's not.
I'm not touching that one.
No, those little packets of crisps. The
and
ones in America,
what you call
are massive.
And what you call Cheetos, we call Whatsits.
Yep.
Yeah, cheesy Whatsits. Yeah, I remember those.
I think actually Pringles is called crisps, aren't they, Admiral? On the can.
And what we call chips, you call fries.
Yeah, French fries.
Yeah.
Or freedom fries when you don't like the French.
There you go.
They are very tasty. If someone told me there was crack in them, I would say I knew there was something.
Yeah.
Sonak, Commander Sonak, what do you think about question 2?
I'm thinking either 1/4 impulse power or 4.1.
It can make 0.5 past light speed.
Wait, I've heard that before. Is that the Millennium Falcon or something?
Yes.
Yes.
I would have literally killed that
Kelso
toy
run in 12 parsecs.
Yes. They addressed that in
Solo.
Yes.
In the Family Guy. In the Family Guy version.
Yeah. No.
What do you want to go with?
I thought it was 0.5. I thought it was 0.5, but if you feel more strongly that it's 1/4.
I'm thinking it's 1/4, but I do remember Suli saying, well, engage when they're beginning to engage the drop, he says 4.1.
Well, Well, let's say. Sorry, I do remember them saying a couple things. I remember Ilea saying 20 seconds like 3 times for different things. But this one, I do remember them saying 0.5 at one point. I remember them saying, but I never pay attention to the sign.
That's the question for answers, guys.
Well,
So I've already forgotten what you said at the first.
one
Going at warp speed within the solar system, the confines of a solar system, and 1/4 impulse.
Okay, let's have
those your final answers.
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
Okay, so that means one of them's wrong.
No, we're just asking if those are
Not necessarily. I'm just making sure.
Oh,
Don't forget I'm Betazoid.
Off.
Are those your final answers?
No, I can't think of anything else.
Okay, I'm gonna say going at warp within a solar system and 0.5 light speed.
Okay.
Sorry, 0.5 impulse.
Okay, let's have a look.
1/4 impulse.
Let's have a look
Is
at the
that close
answers.
enough, you think?
Yeah. Definitely. Engage the warp drive before leaving the solar system and warp 0.5 using the impulse engines. Well done.
Yeah.
That means 1/2 impulse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We assume that's what it means.
That's a good point.
They were
The
still
next
getting
question-
their poop together.
The next question is for Jay's team, Kirk. Let's bring up their question. Which 2 characters joined with Vija?
Ilea and Decker.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure?
Yes.
Sounds like
Also,
King of the Hill or
also
something.
there's Naomi and Captain. Also, there was Naomi and Admiral Brainy Specs.
Yeah, it's funny
What?
that the 2 characters we've never seen before leave the film by the end. I believe it was Lieutenant Expendable and Spare Captain.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
With a bad little habit. But anyway,
Yeah,
I thought that
He's a
was mean
naughty
that they
boy.
knocked him back like that. Can't they have? I mean, when Spock and Kirk are together, there can be 2 captains on the bridge, but no, not with that guy from Seventh Heaven.
No. Anyway, let's have a look at your answers then. Correct.
Funny, John DeMarco. I always thought Zon was the guy that got stuck in the transporter. I did. I've told that to people too. Came across a right Pillock, I'm sure.
I don't like in Star Trek 6 that they called Spock Mr. Spock when Kirk and Bones are rested. He had a captain's rank. They should have called him Captain Spock.
They should have.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where they thought it would just confuse the audiences, like when they renamed the Defiant from Valiant. Originally called Valiant, and Voyager was coming out, so they renamed it Defiant because they thought the audience would be confused between 2 shows that had a ship beginning with V. Like we couldn't tell the difference,
Yeah. They were the same shape. Of course, we couldn't tell the difference.
I know. But anyway, okay. Next question is for Vija requires the information. What did Dr. McCoy compare the new sickbay with, and who was the other medical doctor in sickbay?
Dr. Zoidberg.
Well, I know Dr. Chapel. Nurse Chapel became Dr. Chapel, and he said it was like a computer, like it was a computer lab or something like that. Something to do with computers. It's like a computer room, a computer lab, something like that.
Oh, Random Menace brings up a good point, actually. On the previous question, it was not Lieutenant Ilea, it was Decker and the probe.
It was only Decker and the probe at the end because
Well,
Ilea had already merged with Vija.
Yeah, Ilea was already merged.
You didn't ask who merged at the same time.
Oh, that's true. I didn't. Good
That's
point.
true.
Anyway, so what did Dr. McCoy compare the new sickbay with, and who was the other medical doctor in sickbay?
It was Dr. Zoidberg. We all know. Oh, Random Menace has said the same thing. Welcome, Space Chicken. Did you miss anything? No, we've had a fun show, but you haven't missed much.
Yeah.
I said really funny things.
Actually, yeah, we've had a really hilarious show. You should go back. Your sides will split.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And it was all during your time away.
Anyway,
I know he compared it to some kind. He said it's like a computer, something to do with a computer lab or a computer center. Computer. It was all technology. No scalpels or hypo spanners. I don't know. But anyway, and yeah, and the other doctor was Dr. Chapel.
Okay, let's have a look at your answers. The Gatton Computer Center and Dr. Chapel. You are correct. Well done. 8 points.
Center is already.
Oh. And I think there's one more question left, and that's for Jay's team Kirk.
That's correct.
And they're on fire today.
Who does Dr. McCoy blame for having him drafted back into Starfleet? Who was operating the transporter when he beamed aboard the Enterprise?
The first one is Admiral
Brainy Specs.
Yeah, that's
I think
right.
it is
It's me.
Admiral Kirk.
Admiral
who drafted-
Nagora, and the second was
Chief
I
O'Brien.
think she was an ensign, but I'm gonna say Transporter Chief Rand.
Janice Rand, yeah. I'm sure it's Admiral Kirk drafts him.
He did say in Voyager it took her 3 years to make ensign. But she was transporter chief.
But I'm not surprised
Janice
after
Rand.
murdering someone in the transporter. Especially
Oh,
so
we've
bad.
all done it. Come on. Who hasn't? You can't get through transporter school without accidentally deleting one of your
The
sides.
Illuminati and Chief O'Brien.
Wow. Wow.
In the novelization, the second person that was beaming up in the malfunction was a Commodore that was going to go with them.
Well,
You
that's,
can
that's
imagine
why
how
on
that
somebody's
can go
pen.
across well.
I bet the woman who was in the transport accident was one of Kirk's lovers.
Well, they all
In
have a
the
very short lifespan after
novelization,
being
they
Kirk.
did have relations.
Yeah, Kirk's after hours life, shall we put it,
There you go.
does not last long.
No.
Okay, so your answers are Admiral Nagura and Rand.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at your answers.
If they're wrong, then the
I-
other side should get a chance.
Wait,
I'm almost inclined to give it to him.
I am. That's what
It's Admiral Nagora.
I spent this is the question me and Jeff spent 4 hours arguing over, to the point
Yes.
I rewrote this question about 20.
Oh, yeah.
I rewrote it. He
You
rewrote it.
McCoy.
I rewrote it. He rewrote it.
McCoy
Well,
blamed his, McCoy said
Who does Dr.
your
McCoy
friend
initially
Admiral
blame
Nagora
for
or
having
something like that drafted me, and he said they didn't.
Yeah,
And
because
that's-
Kirk did.
Well, no.
McCoy blamed Nagora.
Right.
That's the
Well,
answer.
at
What
first,
thing is
Your
right.
your
the
Admiral.
order came from him, but then he said,
Yeah.
"This was your idea," as in
Yes.
Kirk.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's right.
This was your idea, but he
Well,
So
first
he
blamed.
blamed Kirk.
He
Go ahead and
blamed.
give him one.
He blamed Nagora first
Well, he didn't blame
because
Nagora.
he literally.
said
Yes, he
the
did.
Order came from.
he said-
He
he
said
said-
the order came from Nagora. He didn't blame him.
He said your friend Nagora.
You see this? Why this is a
This is why
bad
it took so
question?
long.
He said Nagora used a little known, seldom used reserve activation clause. In other words, they drafted me.
Drafted me.
As the question was originally asked, I agree with you, Jay.
Hmm.
But that's
I
not
think
the
they've
answer I
covered-
received. I received the answer of Captain Kirk or Admiral Kirk at the
That's
time.
wrong. Look at it again.
Well,
no,
you know
no.
what? I
As
think
the question was
recited the whole
originally
episode.
asked, which is not what you just read. Okay, it was a
Mhm.
different question. I will agree with you. It was Admiral Nagora. The way
Ah.
this question reads, McCoy blames Kirk, but the order came from Nagora.
I
Nagora.
said Kirk.
I know you did.
Good.
I thought you said Nagora.
Nope,
They
I
said a
didn't
lot
say
of
Kirk.
things.
I didn't say Nagora. I said Kirk.
So the blame, he blames Kirk, but the order came from Nagora.
Yeah, he blamed him after he explained that it was Nagora.
Yeah, he didn't blame Nagora. He said that the order came from Nagora.
It kind of sounded like he was blaming him.
4 hours of this. 4 hours of rewriting this question.
Hey, I'm a hard
hours.
Trekkie. If it's wrong, I'm going to complain about
4
it.
hours.
The quote
So
says,
as this question is written, I agree with the answer. But the way it was originally asked, I don't agree with the answer.
And you see,
Anyway,
this is
doesn't matter.
this is
Give
what
him the-
happens when
give
people
him the
love
point.
Star Trek.
Yeah, they've covered it every which way from Sunday. So give them a point.
Anyway, that's 11. And okay, so at the end of round 2, Jay's team Kirk have 11 points, and Vija requires information has 10 points, just 1 point behind.
And John, you're absolutely right, John. We're all missing the obvious. Conti is clearly to blame.
I'm always to blame. You know what?
I'm glad
You know
we've
what?
got that on camera. I am so
I
glad you
don't
finally admitted
care.
it on
I
camera.
don't care.
how come they got 2 points since
Oh,
They said
this is
that
nothing. Wait till you get to my question. Everybody's heads is going to be spinning like a top.
Anyway,
Oh,
moving
dear.
on.
My
to
head's
round
already
3.
spinning. I don't need any
Round
more.
3. Anyway, moving on to round 3, which is the infamous Riker round.
Yeah.
We will display 2 distorted images of characters from this movie, and our teams have to try and guess who they are. Now, the first one, the first question will be for Vija requires the information. Let's show them their image.
Indy Tiger, I agree with you. Sorry.
Who is this?
Santa.
Did somebody
Probably.
just get hit with a cream pie?
Santa, look who size that beard.
Oh, God.
that looks like Ilea.
I think that's Kirk, actually. Oh wait, no, wait. Oh dear. I think it's either Kirk in his white T-shirt or it's a. I don't know that Ilea ever had her arms exposed. I think she always had long
Who
sleeves.
said that's their arms? Someone did,
Hey,
someone did mention a cream pie. I mean, anyway.
Yes, that's enough of that. I think.
I'm sorry.
no, you're not.
No, I'm not. John DeMarco says Proto Riker. It's Chester Cheetah. It's Mirror Riker.
Oh, mirror, Riker.
I'm thinking it's Kirk in his T-shirt uniform. What do you reckon, Stonak?
Well, we'll go with Kirk.
Okay, let's have a look at the answer.
Although
You are correct. It was Captain James T. Kirk in his white T-shirt.
Oh, those were his. Oh, I thought those gray
I didn't
trousers.
even
I thought
see his
were those
wig.
things that come over the legs in the. Those
It
ridiculous
was also the only Star Trek movie where William Shatner didn't wear a girdle.
I
Okay.
read in his autobiography that the uniforms in this movie were so badly sewn that every time that people sat down in them, they gave themselves kind of like they wedged themselves. That he would
They
hear
thought they were like
periodically,
pajamas.
They were awful. What the hell were they thinking?
Well, they had to. Well, it had to be a big. It had to be a. It was a cheap. It was a low budget movie with it, which was made to look like a big thing. So yeah.
They demanded the
talking about
uniforms
Roddenberry.
be changed for the next movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't blame them.
They
I
spent
did
all
have
the
a-
money on special effects.
Yeah.
And on belt buckles, but no belts. Who does that?
They weren't belt buckles; they were like life support devices or something, weren't they?
It was like Patrick Stewart in The Next Generation. He demanded the uniforms be changed in season 3 because they were giving him back trouble.
Yes, his chiropractor told them to knock those on the head.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. The next image is for Jay's Team Kirk. Let's have a look at your image. Who is this?
I'm waiting for it to come on my TV screen.
I'm waiting for it to come
that's
on my
Uhura.
mobile.
Okay. It's either Nurse Chapel or that's not Scotty.
I'm pretty sure it's Uhura. She sat kind of like this.
No.
At the control thing for the communications.
Yeah, Uhura did have a white uniform, didn't she?
Yeah.
I thought she had a gray one.
Could be.
I know,
Pretty
I
sure
know
it's Uhura.
Sulu had a white one.
Also, the pixels around where the head would be are dark, so it's Uhura.
All right. I think it's Nurse Chapel, but we'll go with you. You're the team captain.
If this turns out to be Chapel, I'll be kicking myself. Sure, it's Uhura.
We say it's Uhura.
That's your final answer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look at the answer. It was Disco Bone.
I love that medallion.
There are 2 people spinning in their graves right now. Oh dear.
Checking to see if anything is missing.
I was sure it was Uhura.
Oh dear. I have to admit, I did.
I had
too.
forgotten about McCoy doing that in the transporter.
Well, in the beard, I mean. Yeah.
Uhura had more of a yellow orangey suit for it.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
That is hilarious. That was worth the price of admission right there. Oh.
Yep. There you go.
Oh,
So
man.
no points for JT Kirk, and by that, he requires information has taken the lead by 2 points. Well done.
A commanding lead.
But still, Eddie
I
Money
don't know
came,
about that.
and
Well,
so now we're going to go. Now we're going to go to round 5.
No, we're not.
Round. Yes, we are.
You skipped a round.
All right.
Unless you want to do round 9 next.
No, that's all right.
We can do 9 and then go to 4.
No, it's all
and
right.
Then 47.
There is no round 47. Who goes to 46 and a half?
Let's go to round 69.
Hey.
I wasn't going to go there.
You're just wise.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, come on, let's get on with it. Who's first? Give me what you got.
I believe it's that side first because we just
Yes, it is.
It
Voyager
is.
requires the information, yeah. Go on, then. First question.
Oh, sorry, I was writing to John. What's happening?
Round 4.
Is it Stump Naomi or Stump the other team?
Stump Naomi?
Stump the other team.
No. This is the Stump Naomi round.
It's a Stump me round.
I defer to you, Commander Sonak. If you have
Commander Sonak, do you have a question for Naomi? Sonak?
Hello.
I'm trying to think of one.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll go. I don't mind. I always just my mummy raised me right. That's all. Okay.
And it should be motion picture related when you come up with one, Sonak.
Okay. Oh, wise one.
Well, I've got one.
Oh. Do you want to do it now? Like, do you want to go first? Is what I'm. Okay.
I'll do it first while I can think about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Go
Okay,
for
what
it.
is the only reported casualty after the wormhole incident?
Oh, that.
Ah, that's a good question. I know the answer.
I think it was 12.
You need to be answering questions, Admiral. There's something in you that wants to.
I think 12 reported casualties, wasn't it? I'm sure it was 12.
Oh my
I'm going
God.
to go with 12. I'm pretty sure it's 12.
With an episode of Space 1999.
Well, is that your answer?
That's my answer.
It's wrong.
Of course.
Dr. McCoy's wits.
Exactly.
Oh, yes, that's true.
28 dead, 96 wounded on the Lexington.
As in scared out of. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that's a point for them then. Next one. Go on. Go on.
Jay, would you like to go first or shall I?
You can go first.
Very well. I have my question here. What role did the actor who played commander of the Epsilon 9 station have on the aborted Star Trek Phase 2?
He was going to play a Vulcan called Non. And he was essentially the proto-data. Rather than wanting to purge his emotions, he wanted to be more human. He wanted to explore his humanity.
Could you repeat the name? I kind of missed that.
Non.
How are you pronouncing that?
Non.
How are you spelling that even?
I don't know how it's spelled. I've never seen it spelled, but I know it's non.
I think he's saying non, N-O-N.
N-O-N?
It's non. It was pronounced non. I know it's pronounced non.
Admiral Brains, could I have a judge's decision on that?
I don't think so.
No.
No, it's not good enough.
No.
It is.
Sorry.
Oh. Well, how was it pronounced then?
Zon.
Zon.
X-O-N.
X-O-N.
Non. It's the same shit.
That was.
All right, whatever. Just go on. Giving him a point.
I wanted to give it to you, Naomi.
I know you do. You saucy
right.
I was verging on giving it because you got the character. That's why I asked for a judge's decision. Sorry.
I'm going to get this. This is the last time we're ever doing this round. Anyway,
I will
all the other times.
If it's the last time we do countdown as well, and then we can have other things.
We've done other things.
Set up to the back teeth of countdown.
I'm sorry. I have to say I am not going to be playing the game anymore if we try to bring back the swimsuit round.
All right, we'll just have to bring back the strip round then.
Nobody pulls off a caftan like you.
Unfortunately, we were also.
Let's bring back that category. I got to see her swimsuit.
We were also bad at the strip round. We ended up putting more layers on. Anyway.
It's like Jennifer Patterson says, I have a dainty wrist and a dainty ankle, and the rest I cover in a tent. One of the two fat ladies, rest of all.
Okay, give us some points here. Go on. Or have you already? Okay. Next question. Come on.
Did I or did I not?
I think you already gave.
We were only 1 point behind. Remember?
No, we were several.
No, you were 1 point.
I think
two maybe.
We were two
I thought there were two. Yeah.
All right.
I did give him a point already.
Do we not get the Conti thing? Conti.
Next question.
Remember, you got the pixelated question wrong.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking we were behind.
Next question.
Only by a bit. Okay, so bugger, my phone went to. Oh, here it is. Okay.
That's not a question. That's a statement.
It sure is. When I say too much, but I can get away with it in Canada. Question: what is the registry number of the travel pod that Scotty uses to ferry Kirk to the Enterprise?
01.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
05.
05.
Oh, I thought. Oh, I didn't nod in time. We all three would have had our heads like those
I
dogs,
said
you know.
05. What is wrong with you people?
I would have done it as 88 or 00, to be honest with you, because
You
that way
like
you could just
do
reverse
less-
the picture and not have to film both sides of it.
That's it. All my questions in all the other shows are going to be so flipping obscure. Your heads are going to be spinning.
Then you should do that. I want
thought
an
it was
obscure
too
thing.
difficult. I thought mine was easy.
Let's
With
bring
you
back
guys
really
all
hard
along.
questions that we have to have debates on and have a show that lasts 3 hours.
Well, I don't want to show it last 3 hours. I have to go to bed. I have to be up at. I have to be at work at 3.
Yeah, I got dinner to have still.
Am I the only one who doesn't do anything?
Yeah.
You just sit around reading to the ring.
This is what I do on Sunday.
I'll go to minor injuries do the first thing in the morning.
Last question then.
Especially when I have to argue for 4 hours over one question.
Yes, well, if you just accept the answer for what it was being correct, there wouldn't be an argument, would there? But no. Yeah.
I think it's
Jay.
over to Jay.
Jay, do you have a
question
question
is you
for
now.
us?
I think he's muted.
Jay?
Jay? Jay?
Crap. Oh, he says he'll be right back in the chat.
Well,
while we're waiting for Jay to return, can I just remind everyone that if you call 0900 1701 Track Chat, then you too can talk with like-minded Star Trek fans on whether Captain Naomi really should bring back the swimsuit round.
I'm not
That's
bringing back
0900 1701 Track Chat. Call now.
I'm going to bring back the team asking clever questions round, and I'm going to bring back
the jousting round with the Lurpers.
No, what about flying the quotes? I would rather do that than countdown.
Which one's that?
The quotes were
yeah,
great.
the quotes round. I'll probably bring that.
Quotes was good.
It's
Yeah.
probably better than countdown.
Yes, I agree with Commander Sonak.
Well,
I like countdown
We're
round.
waiting for who knows who to come back.
That's
Oh,
fine,
that will
too.
happen at some point. But my goodness, it was hard
I'm
to
in
write
my
questions
element in
for.
that show.
It was so hard to write questions for. I need like 5 per
Y'all
round.
ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Hello.
Jay.
All right. What is the name of the species of the ensign that tells Uhura that Captain Decker had been on the ship every minute of the refitting?
Ooh.
Oh.
I remember that scene.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just after Cut comes in, isn't it? And everyone sees him, and then he asks for Captain Decker, and then he walks into I think the turbo lift or something, to go to engineering. She says, "Yeah." Oh God.
I don't believe that was a species.
Silence, woman.
That's science. Oh dear. Bit misogynistic.
Wasn't Cation. Wasn't Vulcan. Wasn't Andorian. Wasn't Tellarite.
Floridian.
Did you say Floridian?
Yeah.
He was-
Who's
was-
a Florida man?
He was humanoid. He was mammalian.
I don't think that counts.
She was Starfleet.
I believe they were an inverse Donald Duck.
It was a male.
Enterprisian?
I don't remember.
All right,
remember.
I can't pronounce it, so I'm gonna spell it. RHAANDARITE.
Randonite? I never heard of that.
No, I never heard of it. And
It
to
was
be honest,
played by Billy Van Zandt.
it's not mentioned in the movie. So to be honest, I don't think it's canon.
Ooh, I think it might be.
Well, the thing is, see, we had this argument about that question. We went for 4 hours. So well, it's never actually stated that Kirk had McCoy drafted. Well, actually, it is because first he blames Nagura, and then he says, no, actually, it wasn't him. And he goes, "This was your idea." So it turned out it was actually Kirk. But for 4 hours, we argued whether it was Nagura or Kirk. But yeah, I know. But
The way you asked the question, it was Nagura.
The question was fine.
No, it wasn't.
Anyway, just give me a point.
Captain Dowd, Mummy and Daddy are fighting again.
Yeah. Do you want to make up some popcorns?
Yeah.
You two want to watch your lips or send you to bed?
You can't. I run fast.
I did go. I didn't sleep well last night, and then that motion picture just did me in.
Yeah. Well, I slept a bit last night because I was drunk in Harrogate.
Is there any other way to be in Harrogate?
It's the only way to survive Harrogate. Anyway. Yeah.
Jay, do you have another question? Because I really think that's an unfair question. It really was not mentioned in dialogue.
Oh, I get the USS Leeds, Dr. Deep Space Nine, but he's not allowed to ask that.
It's fine. We'll just go to the next round. Finish this round. Round 4 is over. They keep to it as 13 points. Voyager requires the information. That's 15. They're still on the lead. Let's go round to final 5. I hate this round. I really hate this round.
It's your show. Just stop doing it.
Well, I can't because you asked me to bring it back, and I don't want to disappoint people. But I'll be changing.
Take a leaf out of my book. Disappoint people left, right, and center. Just be happy. It's much easier.
Countdown for next time.
Okay, well, next week we'll bring back 2 other rounds, and then we'll do this one. Anyway, so round 5 is now the countdown round, the final countdown round for a good long time, as it seems. This is where we'll bring up the board, and each team can choose 12 letters consisting of vowels and consonants from which they have to make a word related to Star Trek. The more letters they use, the more points they get. So the longer the word, obviously, the more points they have. The two longest words from both team members will be added together to form the final score, and then whoever wins whichever teams have the 2 longest words will determine who wins the game. This is the final round to gain the points. So let's bring up the board, shall we?
Commander, do you want to choose the continents and the vowels?
I didn't know we were going first. I thought the other team were.
No, we didn't. We didn't choose. We didn't activate shields, so everything sort of stayed.
Yeah.
Well, 2 vowels, please. 3 consonants. Another one, please. Another vowel. 3 more consonants. Another one.
Another consonant?
Yeah, another consonant. And finish on a vowel, please.
Ah, poop.
Blimey.
Oh, damn, that would have been good.
Ooh. Yeah. Just got a 6-letter one.
Ah, good. Okay, pencils down.
Can I still write if I'm using a pen?
Pens down.
No. Pens down. All
Writing instruments down.
I use my finger dipped in a bit of jam.
It still doesn't count. Put it down.
What did you come up with?
Well,
I've got
I'm good. I got Girardi, as in Dr. Girardi.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Tell
Fine.
us what they
I'll
came up
look
with.
first.
So I believe the other team are going to have that word. Both of them will have come up with it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What did you come up with?
I had Laurel and Lauren. I don't know if either of those have anything to do with Star Trek.
Oops, I forgot the E. Lauren and Laurel, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Thon, which I believe is one of
Laurel,
the genders of an Adoring. EL.
Laurel. EL.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
Yeah, we'll go with. Yeah, we'll go
Well,
with your.
Thon is
your
five.
one.
But Tharn
Thon.
is one of the genders of an Andorian, I believe.
Isn't it also like one of the Breen names from Deep Space Nine?
Thought Pran.
Oh yes, yeah. Sorry.
No problem. I'm actually quite impressed. I knew that. I don't. That seems a bit out of
close.
That's right.
Could you spell that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Could you spell that, please?
Which?
The gender.
THARN.
THERN.
AARN.
Sorry.
I could be wrong though. It could be Thran. Well, Thran could be a good name for an Andorian as well.
Yeah, Indy Tiger is correct. Laurel Lisa from Who Mourns for Adonis.
Tharn was the leader of the Halkan Council.
And I'll go,
Well, and I'm not sure that Thon is.
7.
Hold on. Andorian genders. I had to research this for the Milton roleplay. Andorian sexes, sorry.
I didn't realize Andorians had more than 2 sexes.
Oh yeah, I think there's 6.
Wow. That would give Twitter a headache, wouldn't it?
The brain would explode. Oh, Jen and Shen. Me feel that was. I think there was a bunch. Oh, Than. Sorry,
I'm
not
going with
Thon.
Blondie for
I was
6.
wrong.
THAN.
THAAN. So I couldn't do it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Oh well.
Thon. It's my pronunciation.
I'll give you
not my
Laurel or
art.
Lauren.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll take them. That would be 12.
Well,
Was
one
it
or
somebody
the other.
called Laurel Lauren or Lauren?
Now Laurel's. There's a lot of Laurels in Who Mourns for Adonis.
Well, exactly. They're all wearing them, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, Patrick. I think we're coming to you in a second.
Do you have anything longer?
I've got
Hey!
Blondie for 6.
The longest mine was 6. So Commander Sonak is also 6. He said. What did you have for 6?
Blondie on Picard.
Girardi.
Oh right.
Yeah.
That's good.
I have some trouble pronouncing some things due to a lack of teeth.
Oh, you said it fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
No, I forgot. I turned down my speaker volume because Naomi's thing was so loud. for me that I had turned it down. I forgot to switch it back up again.
You all sound the same to me anyway. It's this kind of murky talk, and it's like so hard to pick you all out. That's why it gets like a headache when everyone talks at once. It's like, I can't understand a word that's going on.
John DeMarcus said different Andorian genders are not canon. Okay.
Well, I didn't use that one anyway, so there's no point in.
Mikey says hauler,
Mm.
as in a space hauler. I don't know.
Oh,
if
very
that's-
good.
Did anyone say Laren, as in Rolaren?
No,
No.
because if you got Lauren or Laurel, it was longer. So,
Yeah.
oh, did no one say Jetrel? Jetrel.
Oh, yes, Jetrel, yeah.
And how did nobody spot Nina?
Oh, that's a good one. Nina.
Oh,
Yeah.
very good. I was thinking inner for inner light. I was trying to
Oh.
spell light even badly, but I couldn't.
Yeah. That was a pretty good set of
Okay.
letters. I was worried at the,
Yeah,
at
they
the
weren't
start
bad.
because it looked like, oh my goodness, how are you going to get anything? But actually, it was there's a lot of good stuff in there.
Jailer, very good. Indie Tiger Sci-Fi Review, Jailer. Sorry, Jailer
Oh.
in American.
I'm having trouble spelling today. Jailer.
Another reason to put a nail in the coffin of Countdown.
Yeah, we all want to look smart. We
good.
don't want to look like
Okay.
we can't spell.
How many points do we get?
Looks
for
like you
this
got
time?
12. You got 12, it looks like.
I think so.
Oh my goodness, we're going to need 15 then.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
No, it's closed
Jay, we're
anyway.
going to need 15. So, oh,
14
If
to
anyone
tie.
can pull it off, it's the two of you.
We're tough out of luck.
oh, it's going to be tough, but we'll see how we get on.
Tough out of luck. I've never heard that one before. Oh, Juliet, very good.
Okay.
All right.
Next one then is now for the next team.
Jay, would you like to pick the consonants and vowels?
Sure. 3 consonants, 2 vowels, 2 consonants, 2 vowels, another vowel. Damn.
Hey.
And 2 consonants. Lord.
Lord, take the wheel. Oh. Oh, poop.
All I've got is 5 letters.
And you still have over a minute.
Yeah, don't give up hope. Oh. Why couldn't this be the Orville?
Well, no ends.
Space, the final frontier.
Naughty word.
All I had was polar, Polar, or polars of a planet.
Okay.
I
Anything
got
else,
a
Jay?
better one. I got a better one.
Okay.
I got a better one.
Did you get it after or before the ding 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 ding?
I just got it.
Okay. I'm afraid it wouldn't count.
Yeah.
It's
Thank you for
Mayday.
your honesty, though.
Malady.
Oh, I was wondering if
Oh,
you'd use up all those A's.
DY?
DY, yeah.
Melodies. No, it had BIES.
Yeah.
Did they use the word melody?
Oh, one at a time.
Oh, we got 11.
I've got an 8-letter one.
Of course you have.
Sweet dip.
Why didn't you shout it out beforehand for us?
I'm not supposed to, am I? But
You
anyway.
have 12, actually. Polars.
12.
What's your 8-letter?
Solar day.
Well,
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
boom.
We can do 2-letter words? 2 words?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, as long as it describes one thing.
Of course,
I
there's
saw
also
Solar
A.
Day, but to tell you the truth, I saw Solar Day, but I didn't know we could do 2 words.
Well, then I'll give it to you.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun.
John DeMarco saw alarms.
Yeah.
Are we not going to accept DAYM? DAYM.
I also saw Payday.
Yeah.
How could
So
there be
what's
Because
payday?
what's that
there's
final
only one
point,
mic.
We're
Kevin?
able to do 2. I did see before at the beginning, I saw Payday and Solar Day.
You can't have
Payday
Payday,
was
there's
Solar
only
Day.
one mic.
And I think it should be made clear that at the beginning that 2 words are acceptable.
If it describes one thing, and we've said that before.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Payday.
Yeah, I
My
think-
memory's
Oh,
lousy.
very good, Random Menace. Alarms, parody.
Yeah.
Yeah, John DeMarco came up with alarms.
Yeah.
It still
No, I
just
don't-
gives us 14. Y'all still won.
Either way,
Well, the possible
Payloads.
5, but I don't know if it's spelled right. Describes
Payload. Oh, that's a payloads. That's a good one.
Very good. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
very
that
nice.
is a good one. Nice
those
work,
garbage-
Random Menace.
are those garbage men in Voyager Malon or Malon?
Malons.
It's Malon.
I was thinking of
With
them
an
too.
N.
The beta radiation
Yeah, I
dumpers.
thought of Malon
Yeah.
too, but there was no N.
As I said, I wasn't sure how it's spelled.
I thought they were called Malars as well, so I've written it down, but
But there's molars.
Yeah,
I
call
didn't
Molar.
write down molars, though. I wrote down Malar.
I'm sure.
I call
Yeah, I'm
Molar.
sure there's a race called the Malor. It does sound familiar, Malor. I know there's Malon. That was in a data quadrant, but there was another one. called
Malor
Malor.
may be Malor. I thought I remembered Malor. Malor.
Oh, no, yes. I think Malor might have been the wife that aged really quickly because of that ambassador that aged all the women that he was.
Oh,
Friendly
he
with?
was a creep. He was
Malor,
creepy.
I think Malor
Stuff
was.
Maylor.
But was it 2 L's though? That I don't know.
Oh, that's not one.
thought
that how
Malor
they
was
spelled
a planet or something or species.
Man of the People was the episode.
Yeah, he was a creep.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
creepy.
he certainly was.
Man of the People, Sev Baylor. Yeah, you're right. Nice one. Actually, I'm glad I remembered that. I always remember the Troy stuff.
Well, looks like he got 14 points.
Who have we lost?
Lord.
What
That's it. That
happened?
was enough. Malor is a Klingon opera. That was it.
What happened to Captain Dowd? The Romulans got him. Come on, quick, we've got to go
Oh,
and get him
no.
back.
Oh, shit.
He just activated his cloaking device.
We
Come
have
back,
a tie.
Captain Dowd. All is forgiven.
We have a tie.
We do have a tie.
What? Whoa.
We have a tie.
You're
Uh-oh.
behind by 15. You had
So we
14.
both win?
Oh.
Well, what we can do is we can keep the score for next week and carry on where we left off.
Or we
Yeah.
could ask the audience. I think a few people in the audience were asking if they could ask her the question.
Yeah, but I've got to go to bed.
In that case, we'll do it on aggregate.
Oh no, looks like T Dowd isn't coming back.
Oh no.
Let
Oh,
him
no.
back in. Let him back in, little bit. Welcome back. We see the Romulans didn't keep you after all.
You cheeky monkey.
You activated your cloaking device, huh?
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Okay. I'm happy to do it on aggregate and come back next time.
Yes. We'll keep the score for next week.
What?
Yes, a tie.
Well, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with a tie. What has people got against
Well,
ties?
I do have a
I've got no
tiebreaker
collar,
question.
so-
If
Well,
you want
actually,
to do it real quick.
Since Mikey came in before and couldn't get on, we'll let him come on. So, Mikey, and only Mikey, he can come in and ask the tiebreaker question, please.
Oh, Simon. We think alike.
Mikey, it is in the chat.
Can't take your hand up, Zoe.
I've
It's in the
got
chat
the
there.
Falcon welcome gesture for when our tiebreaker dude turns up.
Mikey.
Here we are. Well, I'm going to come off and let Mikey on.
Can only 6 people be on at once?
Now she's gone. We can talk about
Welcome,
it.
Mikey.
Hello,
Welcome.
Mikey. You've got your pride of place right there.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Naomi, are we going to take turns or what? First team to answer?
Yeah,
I guess
first
so,
team to
yeah.
answer, and I'll let Emerald Brains determine then.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
So now you want this to pertain to
The motion picture, please.
the motion picture, right?
If you can.
Okay. Just give me about 10 seconds or so, and I'll think of a really good question.
Ooh. As opposed to the ones we've been having all night.
Oh.
We can joke because she's not able to respond.
Yes, but old
Well,
Sim
she can respond in chat.
And how do we indicate who's going to answer?
In the motion picture, how did Spock, Kirk, McCoy, and Decker and Ilea, how did they exit the ship to get onto the probe, to get onto V'ger?
Oh.
Commander Sonak.
Well, going
Yeah,
by
that answer.
my memory of it, it's some sort of lift that took them onto the saucer section.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think there's more
Yeah.
to it than that, right, Brains? I'm gonna let you help me on this one.
Yeah, they took a.
Yeah, I would
look-
say the
look
saucer
what
section is
lift.
probably right.
Shaft
but it
Onto
was-
the saucer section, and then they walked off the saucer section onto some bridge
Yeah.
that magically formed.
Yep.
I prefer Simon Higgins' response.
It was.
They were fired out the
the
torpedo tubes.
It was the maintenance hatch elevator lift.
Yeah, I think Sonak has the right idea.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I think you're right. Yeah, but I was just saying
Okay.
it's only part of it because it's the saucer section. But there was that other part that I think he mentioned. So I think he's right. So Sonak, I think you got it. You got it.
Good question. Really good
congratulations.
question, Nat.
Thank you for coming up, Mikey.
Yeah.
We appreciate you having a tiebreaker question.
Yes,
Thank
I'm
you.
glad you got
We
your
appreciate you.
time.
Yep.
And maybe we
Thank
can
you.
have you on the show next week.
I hope so. What time is it again that you guys do this?
Where are
4:30
you in the
Eastern
world?
time.
4:30 Eastern time. Okay, I'll make sure I'm here an hour before.
Okay.
I wouldn't, because we won't be.
Yeah, I think we should just say your
Thank you, Mikey.
invitation has been tendered.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
Great to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
Thank you, Mikey.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Mikey. And let's have a look.
She's back.
Ooh, God.
Oh, Laura's here. And we're going to have some words. So, Vija requires information, has won the game with 28 points. Well done to them. And that brings us to the end of the show.
I think it was
The
on.
man and Prosper.
Oh, let's show the winner animation, please.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Wormhole. Unidentified small object. Captain directly ahead. Fire torpedo.
Wait.
Did anyone catch what was destroyed?
Was that Discovery?
Yes.
That's great.
Oh,
That's wrong.
God, the gumption. Oh, my goodness.
I didn't see Discovery on that animation.
Yeah, it was there.
I
Well,
barely
you
saw it.
weren't watching.
I
You'll see it
was
again.
watching in bigger format.
There you go.
Wormhole. Unidentified small object. Captain directly ahead. Fire torpedo.
Oh, no.
Blinking, you missed it, but that was very clever. Now, isn't that taken
I
from
meant it to
the
be that way.
Wales one?
I saw it just now. Okay.
That was good.
That cheering at the end, was that taken from the Wales one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
voice time.
Oh, okay.
Yay, we destroyed that mother.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for coming. We'll see you all next week, and I'll probably try and have a new video done or something, or a new cart, or we'll have a try and do a new cart. I don't know, but we'll definitely have something for you all. And next week's special will be the Wrath of Khan, and then of course Star Trek. After that, of course, will be Star Trek 3, Spock's Brain,
Get it in.
and of course from there the
I
Wales
remember that
one.
movie.
Yeah, there was definitely one. Star Trek 3 was definitely Spock's Brain.
Remember, Conte, Star Trek 3 is not a rehash of Spock's brain.
It is, and just like this
You
one
tell him,
was,
Sonak.
just like motion pictures, a rehash of the children. So, good night, everyone. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you all next week for another Question of Trek. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Right.